Imagine this. A man over 60, sitting quietly at his kitchen table, holding his morning cup of coffee. He looks down at his hands and feels the weight of time pressing on his body. His legs feel heavier than before, his energy doesn't return as quickly, and when night falls, he notices his intimacy and confidence aren't what they used to be. Many men silently accept this as normal aging. But what if I told you that losing vitality, poor blood flow, and fading sexual strength are not inevitable? What if the truth is that your body is desperately waiting for you to give it what it needs, and the answer could be sitting right in your fruit basket? I'm not here to scare you, but I need to open your eyes. The biggest silent killer of men over 60 isn't just age. It's poor circulation. Poor circulation that clogs your arteries, leaves your heart vulnerable, weakens your erections, and steals away your stamina day by day. And the worst part? You might not even feel it happening until it's too late. Now, let me ask you something directly. When was the last time you truly felt alive in your own body? When was the last time you woke up energized, with strong blood pumping through your veins, and felt that surge of vitality reminding you that you are still a man full of strength and desire? If your answer is, it's been a while, then I want you to stay with me until the very end of this video, because I'm about to reveal 5 simple fruits. Yes, fruits, natural gifts from the earth, that science and years of my experience as a urologist have shown to transform male health after 60. Think of them as nature's secret medicine, fruits that can open your arteries like sunlight, breaking through a dark storm, restoring energy, strengthening your intimacy, and giving you back the control you thought was lost. And the beauty is, you don't need expensive pills, risky surgeries, or empty promises from flashy advertisements. What you need has been available in markets and gardens all along, only no one told you how powerful these fruits really are. So, if you're ready to take back the circulation that powers your body, the stamina that fuels your days, and the vitality that reignites your nights, stay here with me. The next few minutes could be the turning point you've been waiting for. As a doctor who has spent decades listening to men over 60 share their deepest worries about health, energy, and intimacy, I want to make you a clear promise. If you stay with me until the very end of this video, you will discover not just the names of 5 specific fruits, but the exact reasons why they can restore blood flow, reignite your vitality, and even protect you against the silent dangers that often attack men in their later years. I am not talking about magical cures or miracle diets. I'm talking about fruits backed by real science, combined with what I've seen in my clinic. Men who thought their best days were behind them, but who, with simple daily changes, began to feel younger, stronger, and more confident again. These fruits act like keys, unlocking the doors inside your body that time, poor habits, and stress have slowly closed. They work by nourishing your blood vessels, fueling your heart, and sending oxygen-rich blood to every part of your body, including the parts that keep your intimacy alive. But here's the most important part. While I will reveal the 5 fruits to you, one of them, perhaps the least expected, has been called by researchers a natural Viagra. It has the power to dilate blood vessels, improve circulation, and restore performance in a way that surprises even medical experts. I will share that specific fruit with you only at the very end of this video, so make sure you don't miss it. Now, imagine the possibilities. Imagine waking up with energy instead of fatigue. Imagine walking without pain or heaviness in your legs. Imagine your partner noticing the fire in your eyes and the renewed strength in your touch. That is what restoring your circulation and vitality can do, and that is why I am so passionate about bringing you this information today. Throughout this video, I will guide you step by step, explaining in plain, simple language how each fruit works, what benefits it brings, and how you can start using them immediately in your life. And while these are small changes, the results they create can be extraordinary. So, stay with me. I promise you clarity, truth, and practical knowledge that you can apply the moment this video ends. Most of all, I promise to give you hope, that you can still live with strength, desire, and longevity after 60. When I speak to you today, I don't speak as a stranger. I speak as someone who has dedicated her entire life to men's health, someone who has sat across from thousands of men over 60, listening to their fears, their frustrations, and their quiet hopes. I speak as a urologist who has witnessed the heavy silence in the exam room when a man admits that he no longer feels like himself, that his body no longer responds the way it once did, and that his confidence has begun to slip away. I know this not just from textbooks, but from real men who walked into my clinic. Men who carried decades of hard work in their veins, men who supported families, who built careers, who sacrificed their health along the way without realizing it. And yet, when they reached 60 and beyond, they suddenly faced a mirror they could not avoid. Their energy was low, their intimacy weakened, and their circulation, something they had never thought about before, was failing them. I remember one patient, Roberto, 67 years old. He came into my office with his head down, telling me he no longer had the strength to walk far with his grandchildren, and he avoided intimacy with his wife out of embarrassment. He thought he was simply too old. But after we worked on his circulation with simple lifestyle changes, including adding certain fruits into his daily meals, his transformation was undeniable. Months later, he told me with a smile that he was taking long walks again, and, more importantly, he felt alive as a man. This is why I am here speaking to you now, because I don't want you to think your best years are behind you. I want you to know that your body, even after 60, is capable of extraordinary recovery if you give it the right tools. And I say this with full authority, not as a theory, but as a doctor who has seen it with her own eyes. So when I tell you that 5 specific fruits can dramatically improve your blood flow and vitality, I want you to understand this is not just nutrition advice. This is medicine from nature itself, tested by science, confirmed in real lives, and recommended by me as a physician who cares deeply about men like you. Let's be very honest together. After 60, a man's body does not work the same way it did at 40. This is not weakness, it is biology. Your blood vessels, once flexible and strong, begin to lose their elasticity. Plaque slowly builds up, narrowing the pathways where your blood should flow freely. The heart must work harder, the legs feel heavier, and the intimacy that depends on strong circulation begins to weaken. This is the reality of aging, but it does not have to be the destiny you accept. Poor blood flow is one of the greatest hidden threats for men over 60. It does not announce itself loudly at first. It creeps in silently. You might notice cold hands or feet, or that you get tired more quickly climbing stairs. You might feel that your erections are not as strong, or that recovery takes longer. Many men dismiss these signs saying, it's just age. But what they are truly experiencing is their body crying out for help. If left ignored, poor circulation can lead to devastating consequences. The risk of heart attack and stroke rises dramatically after 60 when the arteries are not cared for. Sexual health suffers, creating not only physical problems but also emotional distance from your partner. Muscle strength declines, energy fades, and even your memory can weaken, because the brain too depends on rich, oxygenated blood. As a urologist, I've seen how this problem does not just affect the body, but also the spirit of a man. When a man feels his vitality slipping away, he often withdraws from life. He avoids intimacy, he feels less confident, and he begins to believe he has become old. But I need you to hear me clearly. Age alone is not the enemy. Neglect is the enemy. Your body is still capable of remarkable healing and strength. The arteries can be nourished. Blood can flow more freely again. Your intimacy can be restored. But this will not happen with wishful thinking. It requires action, and it requires knowing what truly works. And that is why I am here speaking to you now, because the fruits I will soon reveal are not just food. They are weapons against poor circulation, natural medicine that can keep your heart beating stronger, your body feeling lighter, and your manhood alive even after 60. Now that you understand why circulation is the foundation of your vitality, let's step into the heart of this conversation. I promised you 5 fruits that can change the way your body feels and functions after 60, and I want to show you not only what they are, but how they work inside your body. First, let's talk about pomegranates. This ruby red fruit is often overlooked, yet it is one of nature's most powerful allies for men's health. Rich in antioxidants and natural compounds that relax blood vessels, pomegranate juice has been shown in studies to improve erectile function and circulation. I've seen men who added it daily feel their stamina return in ways that surprised them. Think of it as liquid strength, opening the pathways of your body like clear rivers breaking through old dams. Second, we have watermelon. You might think of it as just a refreshing summer snack, but hidden inside this fruit is an amino acid called citrulline. Citrulline works to widen blood vessels and improve blood flow, so much so that researchers call it a natural support for male performance. When I tell my patients about this, their eyes widen with disbelief. But the results speak louder than doubt. Then there are grapes, especially the dark ones. Packed with resveratrol, they protect the lining of your arteries, keeping them supple and reducing the buildup that blocks circulation. I've seen men who swapped processed desserts for a handful of grapes not only lower their blood pressure, but also feel more energized throughout the day. Fourth, let's not forget oranges and citrus fruits. Their high vitamin C content is more than just an immune booster. Vitamin C strengthens blood vessel walls, making circulation smoother and more efficient. A man who eats oranges regularly is giving his arteries the reinforcement they desperately need after 60. And finally, the fruit I promised to reveal at the end, the one I call the secret weapon, is the humble beetroot, often mistaken as just another vegetable but botanically classified as a root fruit. Beets are loaded with nitrates that the body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that dilates blood vessels and increases blood flow dramatically. In fact, studies compare its effect to that of certain medications for circulation, but without the side effects. I've had patients who began drinking beet juice daily and came back to me astonished, telling me they felt like men decades younger. Each of these fruits works differently, but together they form a powerful shield for your circulation and vitality. They are simple, affordable, and within your reach today. So now we stand at the turning point. I promised you 5 fruits that could transform your circulation and restore vitality after 60, and I've given them to you. Pomegranates, watermelon, grapes, oranges, and finally, the secret weapon, beetroot. These are not exotic cures or unreachable solutions. They are simple gifts of nature, waiting on market shelves, capable of unlocking strength inside your body that you may have thought was gone forever. But let me remind you of something crucial. Knowing the names of these fruits is not enough. Knowledge without action changes nothing. I have seen men nod their heads, agree with me, and then walk out of my clinic only to continue eating the same processed foods that clogged their arteries in the first place. And I have seen others take this advice seriously, adding these fruits to their daily meals, creating new habits, and within months they returned with energy, confidence, and even their intimacy renewed. The difference between those two men is choice. Your body after 60 is like a garden. If you water it with the right nutrients, it will bloom with strength, stamina, and longevity. But if you neglect it, weeds will grow. Fatigue, poor circulation, loss of vitality, and they will take over faster than you imagine. The choice is yours, but I want you to know, as your doctor speaking to you now, it is never too late to change. Beetroot in particular is the fruit I urge you not to ignore. Its ability to increase nitric oxide in the body is powerful enough to transform not just your blood flow, but your confidence as a man. Imagine sitting across from your partner and feeling that spark of desire again, knowing your body is capable, strong, and ready. Imagine walking without heaviness, waking up energized and living each day with the assurance that your health is working for you, not against you. This is the life these 5 fruits can help you build. And if you start today, you will thank yourself tomorrow and every day after. Before you leave, I want to ask you, which of these fruits are you ready to add to your life first? Share it with me in the comments below. And if you want to go even deeper into natural solutions for men's health after 60, make sure you don't miss the next video. We will uncover another powerful secret that most doctors never tell their patients. Take this seriously. Your vitality, your strength, your manhood are worth fighting for. And today you've discovered 5 simple allies that will stand by your side.